friends. Today we are going to talk about writing the perfect SEO title tag. So this is kind of the first place you start when you're looking at the metadata on your page, which is part of the on-page SEO. It's one of the primary factors. You really start with your title tag, your meta description, and then your H1 headers. These are all going to be foundational and really work together to include your primary keyword for that page in order to increase the rankability of that page. So I'm going to tell you about a really cool tool that I use. It's called metatags.io, and it's right here open on my browser, and the website is metatags.io. And this is essentially a way for you to play around writing your title and your meta description, even setting your primary image for social sharing and things like that. But this doesn't actually implement it onto your website. You have to do that manually. But this is a way to kind of craft those elements of your on-page SEO. So let's get into it. Kind of my hypothetical situation that I'm going to use for this exercise is, let's say that I own a bake shop and I am creating a page, a landing page on my website for ice cream cakes. So I sell ice cream cakes, and this is a spot where you can order ice cream cakes. You can look at the flavors that we offer and things like that. And let's say we have 15 flavor combinations of ice cream cake that you can order. And so this is the title for that landing page. So a good format for a title tag is to make it very clear and easy to understand. So a bad example would be just to say ice cream cakes, period, Will's Bake Shop, order online, right? So, I mean, you can see up here, it gives you a preview right here on this preview tab. Ice cream cake, that doesn't look very appealing. It just kind of looks like three partial sentences stacked together. Typically, this is what people do. They just kind of go in there and put some keywords in there, and they just try to, put whatever pertinent words, and they don't really think about the fact that this is going to be what searchers see when you come up in search results. So you want to make it compelling. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you use start, in my opinion, with some kind of active language, some kind of quick call to action, not a full, CTA, but something that's going to grab their attention and let them know what the page is about, what they can do on that page, the value that that page brings them. And so, as I said, this is a page where you can order an ice cream cake. So to make it active and to make it really directly applicable to what value the page brings, I'm going to start with order an ice cream cake online. And that tells you very clearly what you can do on that page. It's got some active language, order, so you've got the capability of ordering. And then the other aspect of the page, as I mentioned, is that you can kind of browse the flavors. So what I like to do is I like to divide up sections with either a pipe, which is this guy, or a dash, which is that guy. And it really just depends. Sometimes I'll use one and then another one to break up different sections. If I'm doing local SEO or something like that, I'll put the business name and then the dash and then where they're located. But for this exercise, I'm not going to worry about local SEO. I'm worried about non-branded search. I want to get ice cream cake on there. So I've got ice cream cake, my primary keyword. I've used active language. I'm telling you what you can do on this page. So I'm going to put a pipe. And as I said, kind of my next value that this page brings is that you can browse the 15 flavors that I offer. So I'm going to say choose from 15 flavor combinations. So see, there we go. Order an ice cream cake, choose from 15 flavor combinations. And then I'm going to put another pipe and I'm going to put my brand name at the end. So a lot of people will put this at the beginning, and that's totally fine. I typically prefer to put that action at the beginning to get, to draw the searcher in. But you can do whatever you want, whatever your preference is. It's not terrible to start with your brand name. A lot of times a homepage is a good place to start with your brand name. But if you're doing a landing page like this, I really recommend putting your brand name at the end and then putting the value that page brings or what's on that page in the first half of that title tag. So I'm going to say Will's Bake Shop. Now you can see because my title tag is too long, it's 85 characters. You want your title tag between 50 and 60 characters. So we're going to have to do a little bit of cutting here, a little bit of editing, and get creative. But you can see up here on the example, it's truncated, and you don't really want that. And it doesn't necessarily hurt your SEO, but it does hurt your click-through rate, because if people don't see your full message here, your full title tag, just psychologically, they're less likely to click on it. So you want to make sure you keep it between 50 and 60 characters. So what I'm going to do is, let's get a little creative. So where can we take out some stuff? Order an ice cream cake online. We could save a couple here. Order ice cream cakes online. This is not going to affect my primary keyword because I've still got ice cream cake in here. And search engines know if you say ice cream cake or cakes, it's the same thing. So it's not like by adding this S, I'm just completely obliterating my, rankability for ice cream cake. So order ice cream cakes online, choose from 15 flavor combinations. Now, since I've already used active language here, I'm not going to die on this hill of having to keep it here. So I'm just going to say 15 flavor combinations, and there we go. So we've got it at 71. It's not truncated. Again, you do want to keep it between 50 and 60, but I say that because if you could keep it between 50 and 60, then that's going to be ideal for things like blogs, because a lot of times a blog will add your brand name at the end and things like that. So this is for more of a landing page. So I think 70 to 75 is okay for that, but still aim for that 50 to 60. So we've got this really cool tag here. I feel really good about it. Order ice cream cakes online, 15 flavor combinations, Will's Bake Shop. The other thing you can do with this is you can add a picture just to see what it would look like when you're doing your social sharing. It'll show you, what it'll look like if you share it on Twitter, if you share it on Facebook. You can add LinkedIn, Pinterest, even Slack over here, and get some examples of what that looks like and how the tag shows up, the title tag, and then the description. Once you enter it in here, it'll be on here. So this is the description, just to show you, where it would show up. So I'm going to do another tutorial on, writing the perfect meta description for SEO, but we're just focused on title tags today and utilizing this tool, metatags.io, to check for those things. Now, the other cool thing about metatags.io is you can actually pull your metadata for a certain page. So I'm going to pull mine for my Learn SEO page. If I type that in the top, there we go. So now it's pulled my data for me, my image that I've selected on my platform, and shows me what that looks like. And now if I want to go in here and edit it, I can do that. So if I wanted to see what it would look like if I added Hey It's Will, no, it's truncated, so not going to do that. So for this landing page on my side, I chose to just leave it like this to just show the value. So yeah, that's another way you can use this tool. But mainly for crafting that title tag and that meta description to see what it's going to look like. So if you guys have any questions about your title tags, let me know in the comments under this video. I'm happy to answer them, maybe do another video or two to elaborate on some stuff. But that's kind of the quick hit tutorial on how to craft a really good title tag. And this is going to, not only enhance your SEO, but it's also going to enhance your click-through rate, because if you can make a title tag that people really want to click on, your click-through rate goes up. Your click-through rate goes up, then your ranking improves, because Google and other search engines begin to see your site as more valuable. So follow these tips. Let me know how it goes. And again, let me know if you have any questions about title tags, and I'm happy to weigh in and answer them.